Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your general read for April 16th to the 30th, 2021. April 16th to the 30th, 2021. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. I urge you to check out your other signs as they continue to be loaded. There are plenty of other videos on this channel. We're getting back in the swing of things, doing the dailies, the real shit. I may not do it every day, but I definitely try, even with everything that may be going on. Life happens, but we go. Way down we go is coming through for y'all. Interesting. I don't even know who sings that, but I'm pretty sure that's the name of the song. Okay. Anyways, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's just kind of dive right in. The Llama, let courage lead you to seek support and overcome a fear of intimacy. I'm hearing emotionally unavailable, Capricorn. I'm not sure if that's you that's being viewed as emotionally unavailable, or you may be dealing with someone that's emotionally unavailable. We'll see if we can get into that. Orangutan, working to live joyously, not living to work. Yeah, that workaholic thing actually came through in Taurus's reading, and I mentioned you, Capricorn, as well as Virgo. So anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get into these. So we got, let courage lead you to seek support and overcome a fear of intimacy, working to live joyously, not living to work, and when changes are made for the sake of change itself, resist. Okay, so Capricorn, you may be very well dealing with a situation that either you're dealing with someone that needs to have a lot of courage and allow, I'm hearing, yeah, I just keep getting that emotionally unavailable, like someone's really scared of holding an intimate space with another. I feel like they're scared of being vulnerable. They're a little bit fearful of being taken advantage of, being taken for granted. I feel like this person has only ever been in long-term relationships, even when they knew it was over before it started. I feel like this person is very, what this feels like? Honestly, this feels like a water sign. So Capricorn, if this is you, you may have a lot of water in your chart, or water predominantly placed in your chart, or you may be dealing with someone like that. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, I'm just seeing someone that's, they're really, they come across a little cold. They're really not. They're just absolutely fearful of being vulnerable. They've been hurt pretty bad before. And I feel like this comes across with not just their intimate relationships, but their family. I don't feel like they're close to a lot of their family because they've been hurt by other family members, possibly in childhood. They don't hold their friends, even. They don't really trust them as far as they can throw them. This feels like a bit of a homebody. Yeah, this person feels almost, their work is their life, because that's what they do. I don't feel like this person really goes out a lot. They work, they go home. Now, it's not to say they don't try to have intimate relationships. They definitely do, but I don't know that they understand how blocked they actually are. Interesting. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like because of that, they don't go out, they don't really trust people. They stay in relationships likely for too long, or get in relationships so they know there's not really a future there, or anything that would even seem promising at first glance, which kind of leads them to get hurt, even more. And they just, from there, they throw themselves into work, and then they forget that, why do we work? We work so that we can live joyously. We don't live so that we can work all the time. But people forget that. Really feel like someone has made themselves very busy on purpose. And in a way, it feels like that's backfired significantly. You may have been, I almost said Taurus. I just did the Taurus reading, so that's probably why. But Capricorn, you may be dealing with someone, or you, cross watcher, are dealing with a Capricorn that, maybe gave up on family, gave up on love, gave up on whatever, and just was like, you know what I can do, I can provide. That's what I can do. I can work, I can make myself busy, I can I take up every extra class, every extra activity, every extra whatever, and then plus working and doing whatever, and take up a bunch of fundraisers and projects, and just absolutely where I have no free time. This could have been done to stay out of trouble. It could also be done so that they didn't have to think about certain aspects of life like love and intimacy. But that is what I'm getting very strongly. Okay, now when changes are made for the sake of change itself, resist. Very interesting, because I feel like whoever this is, they kind of stuck themselves in this rut, and they get tired of it. What they didn't expect is for something that they actually loved or wanted, or that intimacy, that level of intimacy and true fulfillment, to creep its way back in. And now that it has, they've spread themselves too thin, and they can't really give the attention that it may require of them. But I feel like they stuck themselves in a rut, and now they want change, but they're not willing to make the changes necessary. They're making change for the sake of change, but that doesn't fix the problem. So they're not maybe taking on less activities, less projects, less hours at work. They seem to be making changes, very big changes actually, but not in the right areas. Like they're still trying to juggle all of these things. It's just not working out. They don't want to look at the root of the problem. And I do feel like I feel like on some level though, they know that it's the intimacy. They know they love a person or want more family time or whatever this is. This is not a stupid person. This is not a person that's just, it's interesting that they come through as emotionally unavailable, because this person is very in touch with their emotions. They're just very scared of them also. So that's very interesting to me. And honestly, good luck if you're dealing with that, because that is something that you can't compete with that. You can't compete with that. That person, wow, that's a lot. That is a lot, Capricorn. That's not like your loved one or your significant other, whatever, having a drug addiction or a cheating problem, or you can't compete with that. This is not another man. This is not another woman. This is not a drug. This is not staying out at the bar all night. This is not staying at the strip club. You can't compete with this. This is something so deep that only that person can face and change and rip out the rotted, I'm hearing the rotted roots. That is going to take a lot of patience, Capricorn. If you're dealing with a person like this, or crosswatcher, this is your Capricorn, that's going to take a lot of patience. That's going to take a strong person to stand by their side, and they may actually never change. Wow. You'll have to decide if it's worth it to you. For some of you, this is coming through as a parent. For others of you, this is coming through as you. This is coming through as you, and you created this behavior for yourself based off of how you saw a parent in your younger years. Okay. And for others of you, this is coming through as a loved one, or a romantic partner. Okay. Ooh. What's really interesting is coming up on this energy in the second half of April. Both you and the other person or other people will be really kind of sitting with this and unable to look away. Now, when the energy lightens up, you'll be able to look away. And if you don't want to, fix it or do anything about it, then you won't have to. I do feel like you'll continue to make changes. You'll continue. I feel like this person went out and bought new clothes. They probably recently got a new car. They've recently got a new job. They keep climbing up in the ladder. They may have gotten into a new sport, gotten a new gym membership. I mean, they keep making like all of these changes, but not the correct changes. They know there's a change that needs to be made. And I'm fairly certain they know what that change is, but they're scared to take it to that vulnerable space. They're scared to be that intimate with anyone again. They really got hurt and taken advantage of, not just once, but likely multiple times. And the energy that I am feeling feels very almost childlike on the inside, which kind of makes me feel like they got really hurt or traumatized as a child and just kind of continued to stay stuck in that whenever they were looking for relationships or whatever. Denial. I'm telling you, like, they're changing shit, but not the things that need to be changed. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Okay, yeah, they're in denial. I almost would put money on the fact that if you told this person that they're emotionally unavailable or that they don't make an effort, they would just argue with you until the cows came home. Because it's so weird. This is such weird energy because they do feel, they do love, they're just absolutely scared. And this would be the person that claims they're scared of nothing. Pride. There you go. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Yeah, this person has a lot of pride. This person has something to prove, but they really don't, but they feel like they do. Again, that's going back to the childhood. You're dealing with someone that, maybe they saw their parent or parents as a failure, either as parents or as a couple. And they have too much pride. They feel like they have something to prove to themselves. In fact, they may have many family members that they view as failures, or they think that other people view as failures, and they have something to prove in that. They don't. They have something to prove only to themselves, but they feel like they really have to be the best of the best. It's really strange. I mean, they're definitely successful, but at what cost and by what measure? Worry. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Yeah, I feel like this person does get caught up in their feelings and they have these weird emotional outbursts when they get sitting still too long. They get sitting still too long, or they're alone for too long, right? So after work is done, after all the kids, after the sports, after the bar, after the whatever it is, the event, the whatever this is, after all of that, and they're sitting home alone, if it's for too long, their mind starts going and they may have to face some things, and they're not with that. They like the energy of denial. They like that prideful energy when everything gets knocked down, when the house gets quiet, when there's no one in bed at night. Something happens and they start to worry and they get caught up in their emotions, and likely at that point, or then over the next couple of days, they start having these really weird emotional outbursts, almost like for attention. It's really strange. They almost like they can't, I feel like whatever we're dealing with here, like they can't say I love you, or I need to feel you, or I want to be held, or whatever. They have to, it feels very much like they have to say some ugly, kind of nasty, sarcastic shit to make that person fight for them, or say like, why are you being like this? I love you. Or it's such a weird way to go about getting what you want, really, honestly. All right, let's get some tarot out here. Ooh, Capricorn. I don't even know what I'm going to title this. This is deep. It's really sad, honestly. It's sad. I feel for whoever this is. If this is you, or if this is your person. It's a lot of shadow work, honestly. It's a lot of shadow work. Judgment. Opportunity for the rebirth. Okay, opportunity for truth. opportunity to go into that heart space. And there may be a situation coming where they have no choice but to stare into their heart space and let it stare back at them. It's interesting. Their heart is coming through as the abyss. I don't think that's literal. I mean, obviously, I feel like that's how they see it, like just this black hole that could never be filled. They've grown so cold, or they've tried to, at least. That's the interesting thing. They've tried to grow cold. Didn't really work. They still have a ton of emotion, and these moments of like bleeding, and that's it. Bleeding and okay. Sorry, y'all, they left me on that one. Bleeding, I guess, bleeding through. Okay, then you get the Ten of Wands, hardships. So working to live joyously, not living to work. But this person feels, and they may have fallen on some hardships, and they may feel overworked. They may be picking up, this could be a person that's not only taking care of themselves, but also taking care of their kids. This could be a single income home. Maybe the other spouse doesn't work, or maybe they're split and the other spouse doesn't pay child support. This person could also be taking care of people outside of the home, like brothers, sisters, and even paying, parents' bills, things like that. This person feels like they have a ton of responsibility on them. So, like I said, they got themselves stuck in a space that they created an environment for themselves, and it backfired. The Magician, inner skills. Yeah, like I said, this person is definitely magician energy. This person is definitely successful. No doubt about that. But at what cost, and measured by what measurement? Okay, you got the Lovers, ultimatum. Yeah, there's some choices being made, and curiosity in the paranormal. I look with the Two of Wands, decisions. There is a very, very spiritual connection here for some of you. This is not for all of you. But like I said, remember when I said it's going to take a very, very strong person to stick this out, to see if this person can change or grow out of this space. And the only strength I know that's that freaking strong is a connection on that level, that next level connection. And even like in the ethers, there's a battle going on, and ultimatums being given. You may be in separation from this person, actually. It may be like a long distance relationship, or there may be like physical, you may actually be separated or taking a break from this person. I feel like only in the 3D though. These people definitely meet in astral. One of these people, this energy that we've been reading, honestly, is way more powerful than they understand, or than they want to admit. They're correcting me. They're saying, no, they understand. They understand. They don't want to admit it. Wow. So there's a lot of fear going on with this other person. Anyways, there will have to be a decision made, because nobody can just wait around for somebody that never has time for the other person. And that is going to be true even your kids, right? Kids are the most resilient, forgiving beings when it comes to their parents. Parents, well, first of all, parenting does not come with an instruction manual, and we screw up daily as parents. It's part of the learning process. We do the best we can. But children are so forgiving and so resilient. And even a child will eventually get tired of being ignored and go find attention somewhere else. So yeah, if no matter how this is resonating, romantic, family, platonic, whatever, there has been an ultimatum set, and a decision will be made. but it's in the ethers as of now. It's not been said or made out loud in the 3D, at least not as I see it. And if it has, they didn't really mean it. They're not going to really stick to it. They said it because it is how they feel. But if the other person decides to continue to be busy all the time, the other person, the one that made the ultimatum, is not actually going to walk away. There's major love and connection here. It's just good luck with this one, Capricorn. Wow. So it's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. This is hard because I'm looking at some real solid people here, real solid energy. And this is hard. These are not bad people. They just aren't clicking right now and don't know how to fix it, or don't want to commit to the work that it would take to fix it, which also does not make you a bad person. And like I said, the strength that this is going to take to wait this out and to walk alongside a person that's dealing with this. I mean, that type of strength only comes from a divine connection. So anyways, Capricorn, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to read this energy for you, and I will see you next time.